Well, I wasn't going to say anything until people got in here, but I figured I'd start talking. So if anybody's watching, congratulations, you made it 5 minutes into this without me saying anything. Well, just so you know, uh, Rattlesnake Jay and I, we have been talking a lot lately about what we're going to be doing, and our very next outdoor adventure is actually going to be going back to the little scouting thing that we were doing over near Dry Creek. There's a whoa, that was a good one. Anyway, there was a whole lot more of that hillside for us to. Yeah, wow, sorry, getting distracted. But there was a whole lot more of that hillside for us to explore, and so many more caves. And we're actually going to bring the proper equipment. We're going to go down in those holes that we showed you on the other videos and actually go have some fun, see what we can find out in those places. It was really cool. And then after that, have a couple more places that some people that watch our channel they told us about. One of them, it's a little south of us here. It's called the Sipsey Wilderness. It is known, well, one, it's absolutely gorgeous, but it's also known for being rather haunted. So we're going to go and check it out here soon, just mainly kind of doing a Halloween thing coming up, because October will be here before you know it. I mean, heck, August is already upon us. Yeah, a lot of lightning. I'm just glad it's not raining. But anyway, before that, there was another comment that somebody gave us that I have heard of this place before, but I have never actually paid that much attention to it or figured out where it actually was. But it's either called Red Hill or Boot Hill Cemetery, I can't remember. But it's not very far from where we were at Turkey Creek and the lake that we found during our Turkey Creek adventure. And this is a cemetery that actually dates all the way back to the 1800s. So we are definitely going to go and check it out and see what we can find out. Apparently, it's pretty overgrown, and frankly, I don't even know if it's still there. But we're going to find out. And in further news, if you pay attention to anything around Birmingham, there's been rumors for a long time, but there's an actual true story behind the Birmingham Zoo, and about there being bodies and unmarked graves. Ooh, pretty. Unmarked graves behind the Birmingham Zoo. And yes, that is absolutely true. There are. Many years ago, when I was fresh out of the Marine Corps, I actually drove the train at the Birmingham Zoo. Believe it or not. I'll tell you what, I'll do the little intro after I tell you the story. But anyway, when the grounds where the Birmingham Zoo sits, early 1900s, it was actually, can't really call it a clinic, but it's kind of where they treated tuberculosis patients. And a lot of people did die there, and they did bury them on the grounds. And then in the I think it was the early 1930s, it became a fish hatchery. I believe it was called the Allen Gray Fish Hatchery. And it's where all the ponds that were originally there is what all those were. They were fish hatchery ponds. I haven't been there in a few years. It's changed a little, I'm sure. But and then all the way until 1955, and that's when it became the Birmingham Zoo. But yeah, apparently they are actually trying to get an order to remove some of the bodies so they can finally expand the zoo over there, which would be pretty cool. But anyway, to go back, like I said, I did drive the train at the zoo when I first got out of the Marine Corps. It was just something fun to do. And there was a certain script that they wanted you to go by, but I just couldn't do it. I'm not a script type person, so I had to kind of come up with my own. So if you ever were at the Birmingham Zoo in early 2012, 2013 time, you might have heard this. Welcome to the Birmingham Zoo and the Red Diamond Express. All right, quick little safety class for you. Hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the class. Okay, something just went wrong. Sorry about that. Inside the cart at all times. Now, we're about to embark on a quick little journey around the zoo, but before we go, everybody yell, all aboard! Now, you do realize I am going to get reamed by both Rattlesnake Jay and his wife for doing that later, but who cares? Speaking of Rattlesnake Jay, he's got some pretty cool stuff coming up, which I got to get over there and actually film it so you guys can see it. We put some pictures out in the community tab, which if you go and look in it, you'll be able to see it. He had some baby ball pythons. The clutch finally hatched. I think he said he did have one of them that did not make it. But anyway, he has some beautiful pied ball pythons that came out of that. I don't want to get the morphs wrong. I'll let him tell you when we do the videos. But in the pictures, those things are amazing looking. And I cannot wait to get over there to actually see them in person. We'll be doing that this week. And so be looking forward to seeing some more of or hearing some more of the really bad Australian accent. No, I am not from Australia. No, I am not a voice actor. We were just out in the woods one day, and Rattlesnake Jay came across this plant, and he just stood there. He goes, "Hey, look, spider lily." And I was like, "Wait, hold on a second. Just hold on." And so I stepped back, I reset the camera, and started walking up to him. Did not tell him anything I was going to do, and then out comes that Australian accent. And if you could have actually seen Rattlesnake Jay's face like I could, he was holding it in, trying not to laugh. He was not expecting that. He's never heard me do that voice before, and it was just funny as hell, just trying to hear him, just see him trying not to laugh, and just literally going, "Spider-Man." You know, just so you know, the whole plan, well, that was kind of bright. The whole plan in that entire thing was to maybe actually get him to say a little bit about it, but because of the kind of improv stuff, it cut it off to be what we consider to be a pretty funny little short, considering it the very first one, it starts off and it goes, "Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Wilderness with Rattlesnake Jay. What do we got for him today, Jay?" Spider lily. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, he couldn't say much more than that. He was trying his best not to laugh, and I completely understand that. There is so much stuff that gets said on video that either I am not actually recording at the moment, or or we just don't want to actually say what we're saying because it can be construed as kind of bad sometimes. But that's the thing about us too, is we don't really care. That's why we get along, is we don't get our feelings hurt. We know good and well that when we're talking about something, that 90% of the time we're being facetious. We know when each other's being serious. That's why we can joke around with each other. We don't joke around with everybody else like that. I don't know you. So, no. Anyway, hey, about time that train started moving. It's kind of nice. I know y'all can't see it, but it don't matter. Well, guys, I'm going to try to do another live with you just about every night. Well, I don't know about every night, but I'm going to try to go live with y'all at least a couple of times a week, and at least talk about what's going on, and maybe sometimes we can get Rattlesnake Jay on here. And anyway, this lightning looks like it's actually calming down a little bit now, and frankly, I'm getting kind of tired. I got an early day tomorrow, so hope y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and we'll see you next time.